Don't you go nowhere, because coming up next is DC News number 93, and we've got stories on Batman, Wonder Woman, and Captain Marvel, sort of in that... Shazam! All that and more right after this.
Big things are happening at DC Comics. Bone Comic Book Man just gotta know.
Driven to distraction. From there, you take the number 65 bus. DC Comic Book News, episode 93. The crowd goes vile.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for...
DC
DC News! DC News is coming to you from this place right here, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood.
They'll never move you!
Never, ever, ever!
When the Dunkin' Donuts open up, damn it.
And the Dunkin' Donuts will. Alternate Reality, where all new comics, including all my DC comics, are always 15% off every day for everyone. This is a Big 3 update, and by the Big 3, I mean Batman, Wonder Woman, and Captain Marvel.
Yes, Captain Marvel.
Because Superman ain't part of the Big 3 no more.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
He's still there.
No, he's not. Nothing about the House of L in this, but lots of Batman news. And our first story up involves Batman and his death by design. What is death by design?
Well, Chip Kidd, who's a graphic designer who did a whole bunch of big deal hardcovers for DC. I think he did one last year for Christmas time. And artist Dave Taylor are going to be doing an original Batman graphic novel called Death by Design. It'll be out next summer. And I guess it involves Batman hanging out in the art world.
In the art world? You have any idea besides that?
I do, but it's not off the tip of my tongue. I remember I saw the story and Kidd explained exactly what the book's going to be about. But I think it's something to do with art. And the book will probably look really weird because kids like strange designs.
Okay, well, moving on then.
Strange.
Done with that.
Did the TV show have an art villain?
Yes.
TV? I don't think so.
The painter or the...
No, not
Cliff
the
Robinson played
Bookworm.
Bookworm. No.
Bookworm. That was the guy that read.
Michelangelo.
Sandman.
Painted, though.
Michelangelo.
All right.
Anyway, Superman Earth 1 shipped last year? Was that last year?
No, it was
2 years ago?
It was actually 2 years ago.
2 years ago? Okay, and we've all been anxiously waiting for Batman Earth 1 to come out.
Both of which were announced at the same damn time.
It is ready!
Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, when they announced the Superman Year 1, they announced they're going to do a Batman Year 1. It's finally done. The book is over 130 pages.
Ooh!
That's why it took so long, because Frank just kept drawing so long.
That's a lot of pages.
And the costume scene in the book will also be used as a skin in the Batman Arkham City game.
Really?
So if you buy the game, you can download the outfit that Batman's going to wear in this thing. And,
cool. And use it in the game?
And use it in the game. Now, well, the solicitations all the way up to February have come up. Have they solicited anything yet?
No, I haven't looked at the February previews yet. It just came out this week. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
So I'm assuming it'll be probably part of the spring or the summer, because the Superman Earth 1 second graphic novel will be out sometime next year. And it'd be nice if you got that out first before the Superman one.
Well, yeah, I mean, Superman, Batman, Superman,
right.
Batman, Superman, Batman, like that, instead of bunching them up. Also coming back is the short-lived, but actually quite well-selling,
quite popular
when it was out, Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Yes, it's coming back as a regular series in February, but there's a catch.
What's the catch?
For 99 cents, you can go to the DC app and you can pick up chapters of Batman Beyond online.
I'm already getting a headache.
But you can also buy the comic. So you basically, I think you can pick up the first couple chapters online, but then you'll get the comic version by the time the third chapter pops up. Now the chapters will basically be downloadable, and it'll be what you're going to get when this is all over. You're not only going to get a Batman Beyond book, but you're going to get a second story. You're going to get Justice League Beyond.
Yes.
So this will be a monthly, oversized comic, which will be paid for specifically by people buying the 99-cent first couple chapter downloads, and then coming to the comic shop and going, "I'd like the rest of the story, please. Do you have it?" And you go, "Hi, yeah, it's right here."
Great. Thank you, DC.
So the online version keeps me hanging and doesn't finish.
Yeah, I mean, the online version will finish, but basically they'll keep doing the chapters. But if you want to see the whole thing, basically what they're doing is they're teasing.
Right.
They're going to tease you. Buy this. You're going to like this. You're going to like this. And then you go, "I'd like to get the rest of the story." They go, "Well, you got to go buy the comic."
Well, but then I can...
But then after the comic comes up, then you can get the rest of the chapters online. After you've bought the damn comic.
Sounds complicated.
Sounds like a Ponzi scheme to me.
Ponzi.
Ponzi. It's a scam.
Hey, Ponzi.
Hey.
There's a man coming to DC Comics who
He's,
has.
he's already there. What do you mean coming?
Well,
he's
been-
working on Dead Man. He's there already. He's not going anywhere.
May I finish?
Go right.
Let's see.
There's a man coming to DC Comics who is better known for his work at Marvel over the last few years. Yes, he's been there now, but he's coming in with both feet.
Oh,
Okay, as opposed to coming in with just this dead man thing.
he drives with his feet.
He's jumping in with both feet
Well,
first,
well, it's-
coming up very soon, and he's jumping in with Batman.
Well, he's not exactly both feet, because when he was at Marvel, he was an exclusive. When he's at DC, he's worked for hire. But we're talking about Paul
Is he
Jenkins.
still exclusive at Marvel?
No, he's
Well,
exclusive
then he ain't
everywhere.
working nowhere
So
but
he's
DC.
he's hanging out at DC for a while, and he's gonna go. He's gonna Paul
Until
Jenkins.
Marvel decides they want him
Well,
back.
until he goes back. Until he goes. I'm bored with you guys. I'm going back to
Oh,
Marvel.
yeah, that's assuming they want him.
That's a
No,
Marvel.
they're more of a willing to take him back.
Why is he there in the first place?
That's a
because-
Marvel exclusive.
Apparently because Dan DiDio, every time he saw him at a con, goes, Paul, we really like your work. Would you like to work for us? And you go, I'm working at Marvel. And they go, Paul, we really like your work. So he said, okay, I'll come over. I'll do this. So I'll do the Dead Man thing. He's going to do some Vertigo stuff, because actually Paul Jenkins is more known for Vertigo stuff before he went over to Marvel and did Wolverine. And he's doing this big deal Batman project. And he's going to do when his last couple years at Marvel, what he was doing is he was doing those 4-issue limited series, which are like Mythos. He's going to do that stuff over at DC as well. And then when he gets done doing all this stuff, chances are he's going to go back to
Mythos books didn't sell worth a damn over.
Well, DC's going to
Not that they weren't good. Not that they
Oh, no,
weren't
they were
good.
damn
Not that
good
they weren't
books.
good.
They were damn good books. He was also working on that Band of Heroes thing, which only went 4 or 5 issues.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go.
But yeah, Paul Jenkins, the Brits hanging back over at DC for a while.
We'd mentioned at the top of the show that was the big three, and the big three included Shazam, who is coming back in the one place you wouldn't expect him.
He will be a backup story in Justice League #5. It'll be called The Curse of Shazam. Jeff
It's a
Johns
curse now.
And Gary Frank, who's done with all his Batman Year One stuff, so he's going to be doing this little backup story. And that will also see a new version of Darkseid, but Jeff Johns says,
A new version, newer than the version they're already doing right now in Justice League?
well, that one. He
Oh,
looks,
that
he,
one, okay.
he looks much different, but he said, I'm not going to get into the fourth wall stuff that deep. So if you expect me to go really into that thing, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
And yes, it's a curse.
It's a curse.
It's a curse.
Why is it a curse?
We'll find it with Justice League
Oh,
5
okay.
show.
Our last story involves the third pillar of this stool that we're building with the big three, and that's Wonder Woman. And Grant Morrison has got a crackerjack idea for Wonder Woman that's actually going to finally see print, which he's been kicking around for a while now.
Grant Morrison's been talking about this book for a couple years, but he's going to be doing a Wonder Woman. They don't know if it's. I doubt very serious is a regular series. It's probably a limited series.
Yeah.
Involving Wonder Woman. The difference with this is that people may buy this because his idea is to reintroduce the sexual elements of the character. Because
Which sexual elements?
well,
were
the fact that she had whips and chains and she always bound her villains up in ropes and just the sex crap. And she's gonna get laid in this thing, which is another thing which doesn't happen. She's the ultimate woman, but she never gets laid. She's gonna have boyfriends and a sex life. And I'll be willing to bet Phil Jimenez is gonna draw this because they've been talking about this for a while. But it'll be a sex-crazed Wonder Woman.
I don't know.
Well,
I wouldn't go that
it'll be
far.
a
Sexed up.
sexed up.
Sexed up.
Her and Steve Trevor are going to definitely hook up in this thing. And maybe even her and Etta Candy, for all we know. Because Grant Morrison, man.
Well, they are Amazons. They are Amazons.
Right. It's Grant Morrison, anything can
How
happen.
about Batwoman? She's already there.
Well,
nah.
yes, starring Batwoman.
I would imagine
Bounce,
the folks.
bum, bum,
I would imagine the folks at DC will go, Grant, we want you to do this stuff. We want you to keep this as far away as the rest of the universe
best-selling
as
comic
everyone
in
else.
history.
So why don't we go over here in our own little Grant Morrison universe and do all this stuff, and then you look at the regular book and go, is she in that like that in this book? And they'll go, no.
What a wonderful concept. What a wonderful, wonderful
My
book.
goodness.
Well, there's
The only person getting screwed bigger over at DC than Superman is Wonder Woman right now.
But there was the whole thing. This isn't the first person. Frank Miller and Bill Sienkiewicz talk about that. In fact, there's a whole bunch of stuff that you find on the
I
internet.
know we talked about that before.
Right,
yeah.
so it's the sex aspect of Wonder Woman. Like I said, it's been ignored since Marston came up with the character. But they said, they go.
That's because Wonder Woman became the female version of
she
Superman.
became the female version of Superman, and it's like, well, yeah, but even Superman had sex with Lois Lane.
Yeah, but you didn't see it.
Well, we assumed.
Yeah, but you
Batman
can
doesn't
assume
have-
all the things you want, but
Batman
I mean,
Batman got laid all the time. So
well,
what
that's
the hell?
Batman.
Right.
Batman's bad boy. Batman's a bad boy.
What about Flash?
Flash had Iris,
It
and
just didn't take very long.
and I mean, come on, Green Lantern got hooked up all the time. So what the hell?
Hucked up.
Hooked up.
Hucked up.
And Reed and Sue, we know Reed and Sue over in the Fantastic Four had
He got
sex
hooked.
because they got kids. So it's like, sex, baby.
Huck this.
Okay, that's it. We're done getting hooked up here.
We're hucklebucking.
We're only starting to hook up.
We got nothing else, but you go to the store's website and get all hooked up by this guy here.
Get all hooked up.
And where's the store's website at for DC News?
Who the hook
Bo,
knows?
where's it at?
I think Sarah knows, but she's hopped up on calls too.
Does the word oblivious mean anything to you? www.myalternatereality.com.
So stop off the store's website and check out all of this man's hooked up news. And until
Huck!
next time, this
Huff!
is Comic
Huff!
Book Man.
Huff! This is the Berserker.
The Berserker, you betcha. Saying bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.